right, what's up, FFA? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I know we had some trouble. All right, what's up, FFA? Hey, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I know we had some trouble there on these calls here over the past couple of times as it's been glitching a little bit here, but hopefully you have me loud and clear. What a week it's been. So many of you guys have had huge days so far on Monday and Tuesday, and on today's call, couldn't be more excited to have this agent come on and share her story. I got you, Allie. Thanks for letting me know that you got me. Share her story with you guys. She's new here at FFA working alongside Becca, and last week she crushed it going over $9,000. So if you want to get some good tips from her, make sure you stay tuned. So without further ado, we're going to bring on Cassie. Cassie, you are now to the feed. I got you up
Hello.
there. Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Good, good, good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. I am well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, I'm excited that you could jump on here. Hats off to you on a 9K week last week.
Thank you so much. Yeah, very exciting. Oh my goodness, I was shooken. I was beyond shooken. I'm grateful I stayed consistent and just followed up with all my business, all my appointments. I was very happy. I ended
That's
the week
awesome.
smiling, especially because it was a holiday weekend. I was like, okay, if I can do this on a holiday weekend, I feel like I can do this on just a normal week. I feel like I
Heck
got
yeah.
this.
Definitely on a short week and all going over 9K. That's awesome. So, Cassie, just give everybody a brief intro. Like, who is Cassie? Where are you located at? How'd you find FFA?
Yeah, no. So, I am a 30-year-old lady who lives in Michigan, very small town, Eagle, Michigan. Probably, I don't even think anybody would know about it.
Is
Believe
it
it's
near
not.
Detroit? The only thing I know about Michigan is Detroit.
I feel like it's like an hour and 45 minutes away from Detroit. I just don't
Mhm.
know exactly like north, east,
Yeah.
southwest. I still use my GPS on every single thing. That that's probably gonna be a forever thing. It's okay though, as long as I get to my place safely. That's all that matters.
That's true.
Um, but yeah, it's about an hour and 45 minutes away. I'm about 25 minutes from Lansing, so that's kind of where
Okay.
yeah, and about 45 minutes from Grand Rapids. So I'm in a pretty good location. I do love living in the country. So I'm also a mommy. I have a 19-week-old tomorrow. She'll be 19 weeks old. She's my baby girl. I love her so much. So
That's
much.
awesome. 19
Yeah,
weeks. She's little.
she's baby. She was a under 5 pound baby, and now she
Mhm.
gained like over 10 pounds already. She a big girl. She got the chunkies with her now.
Does she
Hmm.
sleep? Does she get any sleep at nighttime?
So she does. She only wakes up about one time at like 2 a.m.
Hmm.
But right now it's just she's constantly congested because she just recently started daycare. So I feel like it's just going to be a consistent thing with her being congested. So yeah, she's up a
Yeah.
little bit more than just one time right now, but that's okay. I'm up too, so that's all that matters.
That's a lot though, Cassie. Like, let's dive into that, right? So you had a baby only 19 weeks old, and you're trying to run this business, get things going for you. So hats off for you for being able to juggle all of that.
Thank you. Yeah, it definitely a lot. And I feel like from the beginning too, I kept on like one, I just always had faith in God and trusted in God and just like I feel like anytime I would get stressed, I would just like close my eyes, breathe, and just say like Cassie, God has got you. God has you. And I really like, you wouldn't be in this position right now with this company, finding Becca, if it wasn't, if there wasn't a purpose for it. Um, So like from the beginning, I was like, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. But this was like prior, like the week or two prior to her starting daycare. I told Becca, I was like, listen, like she got accepted into this daycare. It's like an all faith-based daycare. Like oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like,
That's awesome.
oh, amazing. Like they pray over my daughter every day. Like they're just amazing. I'm just happy she's in good hands. It makes me, grateful being able to leave and go to work knowing that she's, being taken care of well. So before that though, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is a lot. I don't know if I told Becca, but I was like, whew, this is going to be a lot. Like, I don't know if I can do this. I worked in insurance. I've been licensed for over 2 years, and, I never really fully, got into it prior. I had some clients, but then, I ended up getting pregnant a year later, and then it kind of not a fun pregnancy. And then I had a baby. And so I felt like all the odds were against me, but I was just like keeping my faith and trusting in God and, knowing that like, listen, I can do this. I'm personable. That's all that matters. All I need is that knowledge. That's what I need. And yeah, I've been following Becca for a while on Facebook. I feel like everybody in the insurance world. Like everybody
Just
knows
pops up on
everybody.
your feed, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, listen, this girl, like, I'm stalking this girl. She's probably stressing out, but I'm stalking her. But everything, that she was saying was aligning, to my beliefs, whether it was like, scripture, whether it was like anything about work, because, I did renew my license back in March, and I'm grateful for that. Super grateful. I renewed it actually right before I had Everly, because she was supposed to be due on March 20th, and I had her on February 27th. So I renewed it like either January or like beginning of February. So I was like, yes. And I don't know if it was her that reached out. I think it was me, and just to one of her posts. And I had been praying about it all week. I was like, I feel like, God, should I like ask her about insurance? Like, I don't know. Like, I have a baby. Like, this is a lot. And this was before I've even got approved for that daycare. And I did. And I'm so grateful I did. Because then, things started just aligning. Everly got into daycare. And then Becca got in touch with me and was like, listen, once she starts daycare, like, let me know. We'll get you trained a couple days in the field. We're going to pretend that you're just like a brand new agent. How many days do you need? I was like, probably like 2 or 3. Like, I've been staying connected to you guys, for a while. And she's like, okay, perfect. First day bringing her to daycare was a little hard for mommy because, tears. But this daycare is amazing. Like I said, they have like a app. They send me pictures daily. They tell me when she gets bottles, diaper change, just everything. So that just like gave me so much relief, just knowing like, okay, she's in great hands. Next day was a little bit hard, but then I was like, okay, wow. Like, I can get used to this. Not that, like, I love my baby so much.
Hey, everybody needs a break now and then. I love daycare.
I absolutely, like, I felt like I was just getting very, well, one, postpartum, all that fun stuff. And I just felt like I was getting very, like, discombobulated, like, all scattered. And just, like, her going to daycare just helped me build that routine, back to a routine, and just so much easier. Like, she's up at 6 a.m. every day. If it's not her, it's me, So it helped me build that routine back and, like, get more confident and, like, tell myself, like, okay, Cassie, you can do this. Like, you can be out in the field from 9 to 4:30, and then if you have to take care of some business later on, like, you have a family that is obsessed with her, So it just has been working really well, and I'm just so grateful because I just, like I said, I've just been trusting and it all. I'm grateful for all of you, Dylan, Becca, you, Alicia. I mean, all of FFA. I can post anything on the chat and somebody will be there to help. And it's just nice being connected to somebody, a team that I feel comfortable and confident in doing that, because that was the biggest thing, was, me lacking that insurance knowledge. And it's exciting learning and, being taught those things, because,
Mhm.
in reality, we can't help anybody. So,
That's great, Cassie. Let's talk about sacrifice a little bit, right? So how old was your daughter when you loaded up and flew all the way to Texas to do
yeah.
training? I don't think a lot of people know the effort you put into getting started. So talk about that.
Yeah. So, I know, I apologize. I talk a long time too. So you cut me
Hey,
off
no,
whenever
you
you.
good. You keep rolling with it. I love listening to you.
Okay. Yeah. So that was what I was getting into too. So, when she started daycare, I was like, listen, she started daycare. And she's like, okay. So she was planning on coming to Michigan, but I think
Mhm.
I think it was, it was some better. I think it was better. I don't know. It was like
Mhm.
a holiday weekend, some type, and tickets were just outrageous to get this way. And honestly, in her end, she would have had to get, because I live with my mom and dad right now, and that is a big goal of mine. Is to get me and my baby into our own place by the end of this year, hopefully the end of this summer. But if I keep it on a roll, I feel like I'd be, able to put us in a good spot. But
Mhm.
she was like, listen, why don't I fly you out to Texas? How many days? And I was like, in my head, I was like, well, I have a whole daughter, like, I have a whole daughter. And she's like, oh my gosh, my mom loves babies. Like, my mom would love her to come. Instantly, I was like, well, let's just plan like 2 to 3 days, and let me plan to have her stay home, just because I was nervous. Texas, I haven't flown in like 2, 3 years. Like, that makes me nervous. She's little. And she's like, okay, so she booked a flight. I didn't, because in my head too, I'm thinking, listen, this is me
Mhm.
getting back to work. Right before I had her, I had like maybe 3,000 saved up from like
Mhm.
waitressing, because I did some part-time waitressing when I was pregnant too, just to get some income, because I wasn't really working in insurance a ton.
Mhm.
So I'm like, how am I even gonna make this work? This is just no way. But if she wants to, like, if she's really willing to just like fly me out, she said I could stay. Hey, if I have to take Everly, I can. I am all for it. Like, I am just ready to learn. Like, I really am. So yeah, she flew me out. I ended up taking Everly. I was able to get like sitter situated, but it was like her having to bop around between like four different family members, and it would have been fine, but also I wanted her to be able to experience that, because that's another
Mhm.
goal of mine, is being able to travel the world with my baby and sell life insurance. Like, we can help anybody. Like, why wouldn't I want to do that? And
Mhm.
she's amazing at flying. We had to do four total flights, and she knocked out every single flight like crazy. I was like, girl, what? You are insane. But I definitely learned a lot of things that first time mommies probably should have done when flying their babies. Like, I didn't have a baby carrier. So I got to the Grand Rapids flight at 4 in the morning. My friend dropped me off on Wednesday. And my flight was supposed to leave. Like, it was supposed to leave at 6 or 7 a.m. It didn't leave until like 9:30. At that point, I'm like, did I miss a flight? I was at the gate at like 4:30. Like, I was ready to rock and roll with Everly. Like, I was ready to go. I had everything checked, like ready to go. And it was just a long day. I didn't get into Texas until like, I would say 3:30. We got back to Becca's at like, I would say 7:30. Like, it was a long day.
Mhm.
No baby care. Like, I was holding my baby with like my luggage, her diaper bag, like her stroller, her bassinet on top of, like, it was just a nightmare. But I made it work, and it happened. got a couple days of training in. Hey, we didn't make any sales, but it doesn't matter. Like clearly got so many takeaways. Like it was so fun. I got to ride with Dylan the first day and then Becca the second. And then we got to like meet up with Christy and her family, and that was awesome. And then yeah, my baby was absolutely loved by her mom, which was amazing. I got updates all day, of course. So that was nice. And then the flight home was obviously much easier for this mama and a lot shorter. But I get home and then they're like, "Oh, we lost your bassinet," and I'm like, "Well, that's how my stroller like works. I need my bassinet on my stroller." But then I just started praying. I was like, "God, please, come on now." It was a long day. And got my bassinet, but then I got home and I lost my car keys. So I'm like, goodness gracious, Cassie, you can't get a win today. But then, I went to work the next week and I got plenty of wins. And then I went to work the following week and I got a lot more wins. So I was super grateful about that.
Heck yeah. Think about all the effort and the sacrifice you put into that. And then boom, like back to back huge weeks, 9,000. Let's dive into this $9,000 week.
Yeah.
So for you to be like jumping into that and hitting 9K, just what all went into your week to be able to uncover that?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing too, like starting back into this was because like I felt like, and I talked to Becca about this too, and I love that about her, that I can, feel open and comfortable and confident and talk to her about my finances, like B, the position I'm at, and like I feel like helps her coach me, knowing how to coach me properly, because you have to be open and honest when it comes to this. Like you can't just have a blind eye, because I've tried it before and it's scary, but I felt like, okay, I'm on zero. Like, how is this gonna work? Like, I got some leads, but Becca, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm excited to work, but what am I gonna do? Like, I have like maybe $100 for gas for the week. Like, this is stressing me out. Like, my daughter's got a ton of diapers and she's good, she's happy, but she was like, you know what? Like, what I would do is just get in touch with your old book of business. Like, if check out, if you probably haven't done policy reviews on them. You probably, somebody could have stopped in there. Somebody could have, done something. And I was like, oh, great, awesome, thank you. So truthfully, like the past 2 weeks, I've been running like some leads, very, very minimal.
Uh-oh, we might have lost Cassie. Or you guys might have lost me. I'm not sure. It froze up on us here. All right. Hey, guys, if you can, go to the comments in YouTube. Let me know if you can still hear me, or if you can hear Cassie, or if you can't hear either one of us. Okay, we're good. I got you back, Cassie.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. Yep. So yeah, you were talking about, you were getting back in front of people.
Yeah, sorry about that. Somebody was calling me and I declined it, and of course, you know
Hey,
how
no
iPhone and
worries.
technology works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, poor Cassie. I think they probably just called her back. We'll wait for her to. All right. Hey, I think I don't even know if you guys can see me now. Maybe you can. It might have kicked us off, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this and we'll jump right back on here. All right. I think I'm back here. Cassie, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
okay, you got me?
Okay, I got you now. Yep.
Okay, Sorry
Yeah,
about that. I got a
it was
phone
so funny.
call.
You said somebody called you, and then somebody called me, and it kicked me off of my phone too.
And then somebody called me again. I'm
Yeah.
like, goodness gracious. Yeah, so I just got in front of some of my old book of business, and I was definitely happy about that. One guy, I was actually trying to help. I remembered his girlfriend. They're not together, but they live at this senior center, and they're not like married. But I remember, like, he's a good
They're like
client.
partying up at the senior center.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Well, I was like, I remember she turns 40. Because she has some health issues. She was on disability. And I was like, she amazing lady. Love, love, love her. But he's been a great client of mine, and I was like, let me try and help you out. Well, just being new, I'm still, getting access to a bunch of different companies. So,
Mhm.
at the time, I unfortunately couldn't help her, but I was like, listen, hey, mister, how's your coverage doing? I'm doing a policy review. How's everything been going? He's like, actually, I could use more coverage. And I'm like, oh, you want more coverage for your honey, don't you? He goes, yeah, actually I do. I go, okay, let's get you more coverage. And so, like, me, just going back, that was perfect. And then, one of my bigger policies that I wrote last week, it was just crazy. I went there, and she said somebody ended up coming and writing me a $60,000 policy, and they ended up writing her as a non-smoker, and she's a smoker. And I kind of walked away from it, and it didn't click, but then it clicked to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I can help her. Like, I can help her. So I went and helped her. And I kind of ran into the same type of thing, with another client last week on one of the bigger policies that I wrote. His premium was just rated wrong. They said his premium was this much, and it ended up being, we called the company, and they're like, no, it's actually $100 more than that.
Ouch.
So I was able to help him then too. I was able to, save him, I think, $80-$90. And I was like, ooh, I love that. Okay, let's help you. And then, I think I just went and random person in the senior center that I helped out too. That was another one of my sales last week. But yeah, I guess just not being afraid to talk to people and tell people what I do at that senior center. I honestly, I went up to the activities director, and I was like, hey, this is what I do. Am I able to, I saw Christy was doing it on my team, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this. The senior center is beautiful. Like, I'm going to make this happen. Like, I'm confident. I'm comfortable. You got this, Cassie. I was like, this is what I do. Would I be able to set up some type of lunch and learn with you, educate these residents on, life insurance and how important it is? And she was like, absolutely. She said, we have 2 buildings, though. Would you be able to present at each? And I go, yeah. So I have a meeting on August 6th and August 20th, like one in each building. And I'm like, this is great.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So just, not being afraid, like I said, to tell people what I do. I feel like we're in a position to really be able to help anybody. And me just posting on Facebook constantly. I've had multiple people reach out to me on Facebook. Like, one of my old girlfriends that I just used to work with years ago. She's like, hey, I've been needing, I need to get educated on life insurance. She has a family. She's aware that it's important. So just following up and staying, on top of everything, staying organized. I feel like prior I was not organized. I'm staying very organized, keeping everything.
And you've got the best coach ever with Becca when it comes to organization.
I know.
She's more organized than me.
I tell her that all the time, and she's like, "Oh, I don't think I am that organized." I'm like, girl, yes, you are. You are organized, very organized. You take all the notes. You do all the highlighting. I'm here for it.
That's awesome, Cassie. So let me ask you this, Cassie. What is your goal for this year? Now that you just got started, right? You're like 2 weeks in, you've had 2 killer weeks. What's your goal for the rest of this year?
I would, like I said, I would say my goal would definitely be to get myself and my daughter into our own little place.
Mhm.
Probably in Michigan just this year. Sorry, Becca. Not moving to Texas quite yet. Quite yet. I got some business to take care of in Michigan before I do any crazy moving. I don't know. Like it would be great to win a trip to Scotland, but I
Heck
don't
yeah.
know what I stand on that. I'm not
Hey, if
sure what my
you keep doing 9K weeks, you're gonna hit that pretty easy.
yeah, I mean, hey, if I can, which I say if, I'm just going to say that like I will because, staying consistent and staying, on top of your business every day is just really helping me. And it's when you go out there and make great money like that, it's hard to not, want to just be out there, and it's hard to, not want to lose a little bit of sleep. Like, gosh, I can't even tell you. I probably got 2 hours of sleep last night. Like, I was, just getting things organized and just want little baby at home too, but you know, just enjoying it.
Heck yeah, Cassie. And I love that. It froze up a little bit, but I think everybody else was able to hear. So I love those goals for this year. And hats off to you for just crushing the past couple of weeks. And given your all, having a little girl, putting in the effort still, juggling being a new mom and doing all that. So we're super proud of you. I'm excited to see what the future holds.
I appreciate that so much.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, guys, that's all we've got for you today. Cassie, I appreciate you for jumping on here today. Hey, guys, let's go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thanks, Cassie.